put a barrette in my hair today. Although I wasn't going to put used barrettes in my hair. No, let's not go that far. Jody Marketplace Boutique, and today I have a little lot of some goodies. I thought I'd show you what you can sell on eBay so you can make a profit too. So I have these really cool early plastic. Look at these brooches. There's two of them like that. So I think I paid around $5 for these. I'm the only one that wanted them. Those are cool. I've never actually seen anything like this. I have another blue one. They definitely need to be cleaned. These are the bags. Some hair combs. These are probably, I would say, 80s or so. I remember wearing these. Here's a filigree brooch. Here is the bag. This is really neat. This looks a little older to me, probably like 20s, 30s. And here is what I think is a... So I think this is probably like 20s. I think it's a scarf tie. This is really neat. So I'm going to show you online. So here's my buy. I'll show you online what you can find and about how much things are selling for. I even put something in my hair today. See? I put a barrette in my hair today. Although I wasn't going to put used barrettes in my hair. No, let's not go that far. Some things give me an ick factor, and that's one of them. I love this one though. This one's really pretty. I might have to keep this in my stash for a while before I let it go. Look at that. It's like ribbed. It's so cool. Terrapik, which is free for eBay stores, as I'm sure probably most of you know that, but I thought I would just give you that tip in case not. So I put in celluloid brooch, and now I'm going down here, and as you can see, just with those keywords, what can pop up that can sell. Now, I'm not saying the ones that I showed you are this much money, but these are things that you can keep your eye out for and put them in lots or sell them separately and make quite a bit of money. Miriam Haskell, $300 for the celluloid brooch. She is definitely one of my favorite designers. They're absolutely beautiful. So I'm in Terrapik. With celluloid, I just want to let you know, you can tell if you run it under like a hot water, you can definitely smell camphor or like a really kind of strong, I call it a granny smell. That's probably not the right terms, but I would say more like almost a mothball smell, or just kind of the real different smell. So you can tell if you run it under hot water or warm water and then just kind of give it a sniff. And here I pulled some comps up for eBay. I don't know if all these really are celluloid. You know, I'm not so sure about these, but I'm going to show you what's sold under the celluloid phrases. Celluloid is usually like a molded piece of older plastic, like an early plastic. And it kind of looks like a lace, or they can mold it into different shapes. That's pretty neat, and they can definitely do intricate little things with it. Here is a celluloid piece that sold for $76.99. See, I would have probably just called this one plastic. It does have that name in it, and it did sell. And here is another one. It's kind of similar. This is a red enameled, and this one was $150, and the offer was taken. Now, without having it in my hand and checking myself, I'm not saying that these were celluloid. Okay, so here is a piece that does look like celluloid to me, and this is a rare vintage early Miriam Haskell celluloid flower hand-wired brooch pin. This one sold for $85. Ooh, I like it. Look at it. Ooh, I love those pinks. Ooh, I like it so much. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty. Looks like it might have been missing a flower. $85. I would totally wear that on a necklace. And if you turn it around and clasp it here, you can definitely wear this on a chain. How cute would that be? I love old jewelry. It's just so unique. It has so much history. So $85. If you can hear Susan clinking around, sorry. Little clinkers, and she's growling. She does not like it when I talk to myself. And here's another piece, and this sold for $103. They used the name Celluloid, brooch pin, unsigned, and this is what this one looked like. Very pretty. It has that amber kind of glow to it when it hits the light. That's really pretty. Okay, so here is one that was listed as Celluloid. It's a Leah Stein, Paris. So keep your eye out for the name Leah Stein, and this one sold for $155.59. And they did not even have good photos. Oh my goodness. Please tell me that is not two legs. Did I just clip this photo? Okay, I'm embarrassed right now. I'm embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with just putting that brooch on a piece of paper and taking a photo. What are you doing? I'm kind of embarrassed I clipped this one. I may have to edit this one out. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just move along. If people don't know about Celluloid and Lucite and Bakelite and things like that, and you want to buy a brooch, probably the best way to find one if you know what your eye is looking for is to maybe just type in old vintage, like old plastic, early plastic, things like that. Those might show these things up too. And sometimes, like if I don't feel like really putting much thought into things, I just list things, you know, especially if you get like a big thing of jewelry. Okay, so here I just put vintage plastic brooch flower. And I thought, okay, so these are the things that have sold, and I just want to give you an idea. Here's a similar one, and it was sold for $50, and then here's another one, and just going on down. People might not always use the word celluloid if they're listing an item. Ooh, that's pretty. I like this one. Look at that. I always find stuff I want to buy. Stop it. Good grief. Okay. If you're searching for something to buy, definitely use some different keywords. You know, you can even do a search like 10 times and think, okay, what's in here that somebody missed? You can get really good bargains on eBay. eBay is the best. Here we have a vintage coral molded celluloid flower bloom cluster, silver tone pin brooch. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like it. Sold for $47.59. So now we're going down in price. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and they put it in a bowl and took a picture. Actually, that's really pretty. I've never thought about that. Good job, A+++ on that one. So this brooch, you can tell by the C clasp here. This was made after 1935, so this is not an antique. This is definitely a vintage piece. I would say this is probably looking to me like a 40s, 50s. Very pretty. I would have totally bought that one too. Oh, beautiful. Congratulations on finding good stuff. And here's somebody that had put a lot and they sold it for $79.88. Look how cute they are, just with a white plain background. I actually have a couple of these. I could definitely see a couple I have to list. I'm really slow to list things that I like. And some days I just go to town and I accidentally list my own pants. So here's an idea of what you could do. You could put them in lots too if you have like a bunch of things that you want to get rid of. I personally don't do it this way because I like to sell each one individually, especially if they have a name, and I seen one had a name. But if you were looking to purchase something, you could actually purchase this and make money off the $79. So, you know, that's just another option too. Really, that's still under $10 a piece. You could totally flip that, especially with brooches. Okay, and then we had that vintage scarf pin. So I put vintage rhinestone scarf. I probably should have put pin in there. I noticed some people on here have no idea what they're talking about. These are shoe clips. This will give you an idea of what some things can go for. And here I put vintage hair combs. Oh, look at the Barbie hair combs. Look at, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. I think I would have divided that up, but hey, that's great. Here is some 19th century, $500, Tiffany, you know. There's a bunch of these in here, although when you search for that, it could get jumbled up in just a hair comb too. This one's selling for $3.50. So there's a lot of them that can sell well. Don't pass those hair clips by. I probably have until recently, actually, because I never really thought of them being worth anything. It's just something I used to wear myself. Here I just pulled up that Tiffany one that we just seen on the list, and that sold for $459. Of course, that is Tiffany. Look at how pretty that is. I wonder how you would wear this. Oh, here, this one's marked on the back. Keep your eye out for these. I'm definitely going to keep my eye out. Look at how pretty that is. That's very, very pretty. I am not the best at doing hair. I wish I was. Filigree brooch for that brooch that I had. It's kind of like a copper tone. I'm sure there is stuff on here if I look, long enough, but this is an idea of what these are selling for. And I don't think that's worth like too much money. If I were to list it, which I'm sure I will, I think I would just put like $29 on it, just from what I know out of the blue. Mine is definitely like a metal copper tone. And here's some ideas on how some of them can sell for. And I actually think this is on the lower spectrum of things. And if they have diamonds in them, oh my goodness, look at this. Beautiful. You might even walk by in a store and just think these are rhinestones. So keep your eye out for those. I love stuff like this. I love lacy looking things. Anything that looks like lace, I love. Here is a lot of 2 vintage sterling silver gold vermeil. How do they know it's gold vermeil? I don't know about that, but we're just moving on. I think I'm thinking too much today. Flower brooch pins. I do have some like this too, or I have sold them already. I don't know. You see these a lot, or I do anyway. We kind of live around a Dutch community, and I see these like in every thrift store. And this is very similar to the one I have, except it's just shaped differently. So these are 2 of them though for $125. I probably would have lotted these up separately, but hey, that's great. Plus when you lot them up separately, it's just less risk in case you get one of those spires. Here's the 1920s Art Deco, 14 karat white gold, filigree, diamond, and sapphire bar brooch. These are beautiful. Art Deco and lace. Yes, please. Oh my goodness, this is making me want to go eBay shopping. Let's look at this. Look at how pretty that is. This was $250 and an offer was taken, but look at that. Here's an antique platinum 14. Again, it's kind of the same thing. They're calling this European. I'm not sure why. Maybe it came from a family member from Europe. Could be. After 1935 again. Very, very pretty. I love the details. Love it, love it, love it. And here is, all these are kind of my favorites. I love the Art Deco style. Here's an antique 14 karat brooch, emerald Art Deco. Look at how pretty that is. This one sold for amazing $399. Yes. Amazing. Keep your eye out for these. Here, I can blow it up still yet. And ooh, look how pretty that is. So I would think if they have all this information, they probably tested it because they do make stuff like this nowadays. So with this going past that little clasp, I would say this is prior to 1935. Okay, hopefully that gives you a good idea to what is out there, what you can go find to sell on eBay or other platforms and make money. Hope that helps. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody. Have an awesome day. And I hope you go out and find great things to sell on eBay to make a profit. Good luck, everybody. Bye. Great views this morning. It's really pretty on the lake. I can hear some frogs. All right. Let's keep ripping it up.